Okay, so we're back. So the previous classes, we talked about the modifiers solidify and boolean. Okay, so I'm gonna show you right now how we can use these two modifiers. First, let's delete this cube and let's add a plane. Okay, how can we add an object to the scene? We can either go to add or shift A. Okay, so I'll go to mesh plane. I have this plane right here. Okay, let me just a little bit closer. How can we edit this plane? We could either go to up here to the object mode and select edit mode, or press tab to get in the edit mode. Okay, I'll click off it to deselect, and I'll go to the edge selection. I could either go to this button right here to add selection or press 2. Okay, remember the shortcut: 1 for vertex, 2 for edge, and 3 for face. Let's select the edge option. I'll just click this edge right here. I'll press G, Y, and move. Okay, I can click now this edge. Let me zoom out by Control and roll the scroll of the mouse, or in my case, because I'm using a laptop, 2 fingers on the pad and hold Control for make this zoom in and zoom out. You could also go to this option. Okay, just a reminder. I'll select this edge. I'll press G, then I'll press X to move in the X axis because I want it to move this way. How can I remember which one is the right one? The red axis is always X. The green axis is always Y. To remember it, you can look up here. Okay, you can look up here to remember. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna create a new section because I want this plane to make a 90 degrees curve, not a curve, to change the direction at 90 degrees. So I can just press E for extrude, okay, press X to lock the x-axis, and now move my mouse to the side and hit the left click to confirm the extrusion. Okay, so let's do this again with this to make this other portion. I'll click this edge by one click and select. I'll press E to extrude, press Y because in this case I want it to be in the Y axis, and I just move it to the side. Okay, and now left click to apply the extrusion. Okay, we have our base. Okay, now how do I make this a wall that goes up in the vertical direction? I could extrude manually, but in this case I will use a modifier. Okay, so let's go to the properties panel. Let's go to this little key right here. Click to go to this area, to the modifier panel. And I will add another modifier, one modifier, which is the solidifier. Okay, so I'll left click to open. I'll go to generate, and I'll go all the way down to solidify. Left click to confirm. Now I have my modifier here. Okay, now I can increase the thickness of this plane. So I can say, for example, that I want a 3 meters height, 3 meters. As you can see, it's going down because my offset is in negative. So I can simply change the offset to a positive version, okay, to the positive direction. So by clicking here, I can type 1 and enter. Now it's going to the right direction. Why is this good? Because now I can easily start creating walls. So let me extrude this again to the Y, pressing E. Now go to the Y direction. Okay, I'll select this little edge right here, extrude again, pressing E, locking at the X. Now move it. And I can always change, let me go back to the object mode for one moment. I can always change the height of my walls throughout this option right here. So it's much more reliable, it's handy, it's easier, okay, it's more practical. Just change this. And if I for some reason change, let me select this one for example, this edge right here. If I move this edge to the side, for example to the Y, my wall will get thinner, okay, because this is basically generating this whole section. And you might be thinking, how can I select these faces right here? You cannot select it because this is what we call a ghost geometry. This geometry is being generated by the modifier, which means that it doesn't really exist yet until you apply the modifier. Okay, so let me close this house, this little house right here. What I'm gonna do right now is I want to make these at the same direction as these edge right here. So I'll turn my snap on by clicking this icon. I'll click this edge and now I'll move it to the x-axis by pressing G, X, because I want this to be in the same position as this one. And I'll move my mouse to the vertex that I want. Now they are both aligned. I can select one. Now I'll select the other one, holding Shift. Okay. Now I have both of them selected. I'll press E to extrude. I'll press X to lock in the x-axis, and I'll move it a little bit to this direction so I can have a perfect alignment between these two. This is why I extruded them together. Now I'll select this face, sorry, this edge, and I'll hold Shift, and I'll click this edge, so I can have both of them selected, and I'll press F to make a connection. Okay, so the F connected these two edges, and I can have all the four walls of my house. Okay, and remember that I can always change the height of my wall throughout this option. So this is basically the solidify modifier. Okay, let me minimize this so I can have my space, because we are going to add a new modifier, which is the Boolean modifier. Okay, the Boolean modifier is basically creates differences or additions to geometry. So you have one object and you want to make this a subtraction to the other object. So you want to make a cut, a hole, for example, you create a cube, and then you make this cube cut through the second object. Let me show you exactly what I mean with this. Okay, so in the object mode, not, remember, not in the edit mode, you need to go out of the edit mode by pressing tab. Make sure you are in the object mode. Now you create another cube, another object, this time a cube. So I press Shift A to open my menu, go to Mesh and Cube. I'll left click to confirm. Now I have my cube here, and I want this cube to cut through this other object. Okay, so I'll press G to start moving my object. Let me turn the snap off for one moment. Let me press G to move this where I want. It could be right here, for example. Now, if I want to make a hole in this object, okay, I want this is the object that needs to be the Boolean modifier, not this one. Okay, so make sure that you have your main object selected, the one that you want the hole to be placed. Select your wall, go to Add Modifier, Generate, and then you find Boolean. Let me select it. Now I have a modifier, and it's waiting for me to select what is the object that is going to be used to cut through my walls. Okay, so before I actually select my object, I need to turn this invisible, or else we're not going to see if it actually have cutted my walls. So I select my box, my cube. I'll go to this orange, this little orange option here. Let me click it. Now I am in the properties of this cube. I'll go all the way down until I find viewport display. This is where we're going to make this a little invisible. Let me open this, scroll all the way down where it says display as, and I'll change it textured to wire. Now I can see this as a wire. Okay, I'll select my wall again by clicking over the wall. I'll go back to the modifier panel, and now I can select my object throughout this eyedropper. Let me click, and let me select. I need to have my eyedropper exactly on top of the line. If it's not on top of the line, it won't select it. Okay, so I'll select my cube, and as you can see, it cut it right through my wall. Okay, since the modifier is constantly changing the geometry, I can select my cube and I can move my cube, and as you can see, the cuts remain the way it should. Okay, let me just move it to the Y so you can see. This is good for making a door, window, and all of that without you actually having to change the original geometry. Okay, this is much easier and more handle to deal with rather than just creating cuts and deleting faces. Another way that you can do this even much faster. Okay, let me delete this and delete this one. This is something that I didn't show in the class because this is a little bit more advanced, but there are something that you can add to your Blender, which are add-ons. Add-ons are additional content to your software. In the case of Blender, we are going to add one that is called Bool Tool. Okay, so if I go to Edit, Preferences, click, you can see that I already have my Bool Tool enabled here. Okay, if you don't have it, search for Bool Tool. If you don't see it here, try to go to Get Extension and try to search for the Bool Tool here. Bool, and then you install. Okay, once you have Bool Tool installed, you have extra commands on your Blender, which is basically the Boolean modifier with shortcuts and a few actions, which makes things even more fast. Let's do the Boolean again, but using the Bool Tool system. Let me add a cube again. Now let me move to where I want. Let me move to where I want. Now I'm not even going to add a modifier or change the display because the bool tool do this all for us. So I'll select first the cutter, the object that will cut through, and then holding shift, the object that I want the cuts to happen. Okay, let's do this again. First, the object that will cut, and second, by holding shift, the object that will be cutted. Now I can just press Control minus, and this happens automatically. Okay, it automatically makes the cube transparent, automatically cuts through, automatically selected as the cube. Okay, so it's much more faster than doing everything by hand. So this is it for this class, for this example. Okay, now just learn how to use Solidify, the Boolean modifier, and even how you can add add-ons to your Blender.